Thanks for joining us on Key Factors, presented by theraceguide.com.au. As always, Stu and Mike here on a Thursday night to take you through the card of racing this weekend at Royal Randwick under sunny skies. Plenty of winners coming your way on the show tonight. And Mike, the good news today, the crowd's back at the races at Canterbury and, of course, Randwick on Saturday. But you think the bookies might be ready for them, mate?
They might be ready. A slow steps towards normality. Trump is gone.
Yeah.
The punters are back on track. Hopefully 21 is a little bit better than last year. I can't wait to get back on track ourselves. But like you say, Stu, these markets look very, very tight on Saturday. We're scrapping for value on Key Factors tonight.
Yes, well, we need to get the punters a few winners this weekend, Mike. But as we know, the conditions will be very good. But what can you tell us about the track this weekend?
It is the rails out 9 metres, which you might think means red-hot bias, but Randwick can sometimes be okay. The weather's going to be fine, very hot on Saturday, hot for Australia Day as well. A little bit of a headwind later in the day. Very, very dry, probably a good 3, maybe near rails, maybe near fence. But we're hoping it should be fair.
Okay, a few maybes in there, but a good track is the forecast there. And, of course, you always talk about the crown there at Randwick, so we're beyond the crown at the 9 metres.
That's why it should be fair, yep.
What about these races on the weekend, Mike? We're starting off with one of your favourites, a 2,000-metre race. And, well, look at that, we're pretty much doing the quaddie, and we may as well keep going because we're doing race 10 as well.
10 races, 2 highways, decent fields across the day, each way betting across the field, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are the ones that we're doing. Finishing off with 2 Randwick miles, Stu. What a treat.
Yep, very, very good. OK, so it's the back end of the program we're focusing in detail here, but we will have tips for the other 5 races later in the show. Let's kick it off, though. 2,000 metres, race number 6, benchmark 88, under handicap conditions. And, well, there wasn't much between a few of these over the 1,800 metres last start, and they're all battling away at the top of the market here with Sacramento the favourite. Probably had the best run there, stuck on well to win. New arrangement, $4. Well, it was pushed wide. So was Kiss the Bride. It's $6. So they're the 3 coming from the same form lines. And then it's out to Mr. Marathon Man at $9, who we tipped up on the show, Mike. I know you had a bid on last start. Accountability's $10. Last 3 runs over the 1,200. Beaten favourites last 2 and on the white turf at $11. Her only run here was a 4th behind the chosen one in the Frank Packer Plate, so some form there. But the main form line for this, Mike, it's coming through the Sacramento race just a couple of weeks ago. Geez,
you've been doing your research, Stu. Back against the chosen one. You were up late last night. Let's have a look at Sacramento, new arrangement. This is a really interesting race to analyse for a couple of reasons. One, there's big weight turnarounds in this race. But secondly, and maybe more importantly, were these top 2 simply dominant? It was a strong tempo. They hit the lead so far from home. Something surely was going to run them down, but they both kept lifting, and I think it was a dominant win, Stu.
OK, so you're saying you think a dominant win now. New arrangement, of course, did this a few starts ago as well when it was another very slow to steady tempo.
Well, that was a strong tempo this day. I'm hoping it'll be steadier. Maybe we can turn the tables.
All right, let's have a look. Mr. Marathon Man. Mate, you can probably just take us through this because you plucked this out at any old odds this day. It was well backed in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, he didn't really settle 2 starts ago. He settled a little bit better this day. Got to the inside, fought on really well at juicy place odds. Is the form out of this race strong? Look, it's okay, but I think this race on Saturday is probably harder at the weights. He fights okay, but like I said, the rating is just a touch below for me.
OK, it's interesting to see where the horse Spirit Ridge might go in the autumn.
Yeah, Spirit Ridge, I think maybe he'll struggle at the handicaps, I think.
OK, all right, so there's a look at the January Cup race over 2,000 metres a couple of weeks ago. Here we are, 2,000 metres, race number 6 to get your card of racing sorted for Randwick this weekend. We saw the form, all from the same race, but we'll give it to Sacramento because he fought on best.
Yeah, this was a lot of analysis, though. We did split the race, so we made Sacramento a new arrangement dominant compared to the other ones behind them, and Sacramento gets a weight turnaround on Saturday. OK, all important there. Let's get into the track, distance and conditions. As always, it is the first key factor. He's a dry tracker and he's 3rd up. California Longbow can show up on Saturday.
OK, so can show up. That's some nice odds too, way out of the market there. And, well, the speed map here, Mike, 2,000 metres, you've mentioned it through a couple of those replays.
Speed mappers are like this. The favourites should control, Sacramento can lead, and James Mack could even get the box seat on new arrangement.
The favourites to control the 2,000 metre race. OK, so 1, 2, 3, 4, all the favourites with gold bars there. And, well, progression, Mike, we're getting deeper into summer racing now, and we know a lot of these are exposed.
We're being a bit sneaky, though. We're putting James Mack as progression because we've got to put him in somewhere. He's such a big kicker. And Kiss the Bride always improves 4th up, 1/4 up last prep.
Okay, so new arrangement out by a length from the favourite Sacramento. Kiss the Bride's right there. California Longbow at any old odds, and well, they've pretty much gapped the others there. So we've got all that form coming through the same race, Mike. We think the winner might be coming from there by the looks of it. But let's have a look at all the ratings now to see where we are going to play early in the day in terms of the quaddie. First leg, it's not even the first leg of that this weekend. It's race number 6. So new arrangement there by a length, Mike. Sacramento right there. So this form, you're trusting it.
I'm trusting the form, and I know there are weight turnarounds. A lot of form analysts will talk about them a lot on Saturday or before Saturday.
Yep.
Before the race Saturday afternoon. But I just think new arrangement in Sacramento were dominant compared to the rest. So I don't think the weight turnaround will change things on Saturday. So he's got to pick which one you like. He's going to be so hard to run past, but James Mack can do it. New arrangement's the one for us.
All right, be good to get back out there soon, of course, for all the yard watchers out there. But there is new arrangement for us in race number 6 at Randwick this weekend, which takes us now to race number 7, over 1,400 metres. And as we have a look at the market here, we've got Blondo on top, $4. Backed up the nice fresh run with a win second up. So there's a horse in form. Ulysses on the second line, $4.20. So reliable, this horse. We just keep seeing him perform at his best. Zalago, really interesting runner here. The UK import with just the one Aussie prep under his belt. The Chris Waller factor, we've seen some trials. Interesting to get your thoughts on him, Mike. Sausage at $8, another one that's been up for a while this preparation without winning, but has been racing well. St Covered Spirit, $8, not bad here last start when the money was on. I know some of that was yours too, mate. And then Outback Diva there at $12. Second up, Offer Freshen, but well, form coming from everywhere here, Mike, including this import.
Yeah, Ulysses is the one we're going to have a look at, and look, what do we talk about during this replay, Stu? Because this horse just does everything himself, explains himself. He's on pace, he's reliable, he's tough, he keeps trying. Tommy Sherry got him to settle this day. Didn't settle 2 starts ago with Chris Williams, and Chris Williams is back on, which might be a slight risk. But like I said, Stu, nothing much you can say apart from tough, reliable, and very, very honest.
No, get them to the front, and they're just going to keep on lifting. We love horses like this here on the show.
Yeah, great. But come along, Juventus form. Oh, just not sure. But Above and Beyond was there and smashed them last week.
Well, that is true. OK, let's have a look at St Covered Spirit here, Mike. Big gear change this week. Blinkers on.
Yeah, we go from a horse that's so tough, so reliable, to a grey that somehow found her way into my heart, and I'm not sure if she's left there yet. What is it about this horse? She just doesn't quite know what she's doing. Sometimes she edges to the outside. She's tight and 300 metres out. She almost fell 3 weeks ago, so she just turned it up for a couple hundred metres there. The last 50 metres, I think, was fine. She sits 1 out, 1 back on Saturday, and like you say, she blinkers on for the first time.
Could make all the difference.
Maybe she should go straight.
All right, let's have a look at this race now. Race number 7 on the card at Randwick. And, well, look, Blondo, Mike, we've seen that horse in form. Ulysses, a tough competitor. It's got the gold here for the form.
Yeah, definitely gets the form. Led all the way. The form's okay, I guess, in Covered Spirits. You've got to pick up any bias throughout these key factors.
Well, that is one you have stuck with over the last few shows. So we'll see where this horse ends up. Track distance conditions here.
Yeah, most of them like it. Moana Jewel back to dry as a risk, and Lelude first up to a firm track, a risk as well.
Wow, how about that? Yellow absolutely splashed across the page there. Speed map here, 1,400. Is this going to suit anyone?
Well, it's a subjective one, and there's only one horse that gets the gold bar, and it's my girl.
OK, Ulysses still on top, but all the other favourites are right in behind here, so the market could be a very interesting play here. They've looks to have got it right. Progression here, Blondo third up, we've got that. Ulysses right there, no gold there, but St Covered Spirit is there with Outback Diva.
You've done it all for me, mate. Nothing to add.
All right, so 1, 2, 3 across the line from Zagalo's Sausage and Outback Diva, mate. So well, this looks like a bit of a betting race now. The favourites are all there, but there's a few there at value as well, including one that you always seem to put in on this show. Let's have a look now where that horse is, St Covered Spirit. It's there at $8. I don't know if you're going to be on this again. Ulysses there, reliable, mate. Where is the value here? You found one that Ricochet, $26. That's popped up only a length
It's
behind.
always within 1 to 2 to 3 lengths out of this grade. It'll go close. Will it win? I'm not sure. Sausage could do something. Zagalo jagged out the back in 2 jump outs in Melbourne. Grainy footage. It goes off the screen. Geez, I had that footage. St Covered Spirit. She's popped up. She's $8. She's 1 out, 1 back. She's blinkers on. I'm doing it again. St Covered Spirit, each way. She's got 1 win from 18, I think. So each way, definitely Ricochet, probably place only $8 at least a place. He can box seat or three back the fence and do something on Saturday.
All right, we'll give you one more chance with St Covered Spirit. That's the bet there for us in race number 7. We are 2 down out of our 5 at Randwick. Plenty more to come after the break. Well, welcome back to Key Factors, presented by theraceguide.com.au. Summer racing in full swing, and now we've got the listed Carrington Stakes to sink our teeth into here. So let's have a look at the market here. And, well, Bandersnatch, $2.60 favourite, has come back in great form this preparation. Back up to the 1,400 metres now. Chat at $4 on the next line. Ran on well behind 11.11, who, of course, won on the Gold Coast last week. Order again. What a win that was for Sammy Clippert and Fresh. First go back on top of the ground for some time though, so it's $7 there. We've got Goolwa, $9.50, competitive in both races in Brizzy before a freshen. And then we've got Thy Kingdom Come, $9.50. Chase Well Fresh, a few lengths behind Bandersnatch. And then out to Quackerjack at $12. A lovely run when holding ground midfield Fresh over an unsuitable 1,200 metres. So it's another one up in trip. But Bandersnatch, Mike, $2.60 when the markets came out. That's short.
Yeah, we don't like that at all, do we, Stu? We talked about it on Wednesday. It's still $2.60. It won't be $2.60 on. So let's have a look at the replay. Look, it's a good replay. Talk stable this prep. Winkers on Saturday. Barrier 2. Lots of positives. But geez, there was some positive this day as well. He was absolutely in the slot. Midfield, 2 wide off a strong tempo. He was in the winning spot. He gets to the outside. He can't get past the winner, who was very strong in the Gold Coast next start. I just think he should have won this race, Stu.
Yeah, well, it didn't. It's $2.60, and, well, Thy Kingdom Come, $9. It's in the market as well. Why?
Well, no idea.
Okay.
It'll start 30s.
Right, okay, so the form out of that we're not so sure of in terms of the market in this race. We've said that. Now let's have a look now. We've got Chat, obviously makes a wide run this day. Quackerjack, I didn't mind this run over the 1,200 metres, Mike. Are these stronger horses?
Well, I think so. I think at the weights you sort of look at it and you think Chat might be a length or two better than Bandersnatch. And you start to look at the form lines and recent form lines through the Magic Millions, etc. Hightail you can use went up to the Magic Millions and linked into that Bandersnatch form line. So Chat pushed wide on the turn, ran on well, beats Hightail. Just slightly better, I think.
Okay, so 2 interesting replays there. Pretty much had a knock on one of them when we liked the other one. So let's have a look now to get the listed Carrington Stakes underway here with all of our key factors. And, well, the form here, Mike, I'll tell you what, that win was one of the better ones you'll see recently. Order again.
Our gut was saying back order again last start.
Oh, no.
But we didn't. And the Magic Man Waller got it right.
Yes. Well, let's see if we can get it right again. Out to a 2-length lead here as we hit the key factors, track distance and conditions.
What's the risk for order again? Firm track, 1,400 metres, back from 1,550 heavy track. Oh, I just don't like it on Saturday. Most of the rest should like it.
Okay, including the favourites there. So order again, still out by a length from Bandersnatch and Chat here, Mike. Will speed map over the 1,400 metres.
They could even split the race up here. Cradle Mountain can sometimes go hard. Those horses in the right spot. Bandersnatch, Chat and Goolwa as well.
All right, well, that is such a query horse, isn't it? Cradle Mountain, it's way back there, so it's got a lot of work to do. But all the favourites right on the market, on the money here, Mike. What about progression?
Looking for horses with upside. Chat, second up from a freshen. He was 4th to Flit last time with his setup. Quackerjack can improve second up, and Passage of Time with Nash on, he can improve as well.
All right, so order again started out in front, but it didn't quite kick away. Chat gets the late run and wins by a length. Bandersnatch is right there, but we know that's right in the market. Goolwa, Quackerjack, Passage of Time, they've finished off with a little bit of gold here in the ratings, Mike. So look, another race where the market might just have it a-okay with those 3. But I think we said it from the top, $2.60 on Bandersnatch. We saw it right there in the ratings, but that sort of means we can probably play against it. Chat, $4. You liked that replay. Anything else shouting out? We've got Quackerjack and Passage of Time there at double-figure odds. Yeah,
mate, you've got this show covered. I'm just going to let you keep going. Tip the horse as well. Chat, Bandersnatch. We don't dislike Bandersnatch, $2.60. We just don't like the price, do we? Order again. I want to cover on him at $7, and Passage of Time looks like the roughie. But Chat is the one to beat. The money's sneaking in on a Thursday. I think it'll keep coming. I think he might start favourite. and Nash on Passage of Time each way for sure.
All right, so Chat and Passage of Time there with a little bit of confidence, I feel, in the listed Carrington Stakes. Let's have a look now. Race number 9 over the mile, benchmark 78 for the fillies and mares, and we've got an open market here with Zing on top, $4.20, and it did just that, didn't it, last start here, holding them all off. Strange Charm at $8.50 on the second line. One last two on the bounce at Canterbury. Salika, $9, third up now, looking to peak here, sticking on at the mile after the bell of the turf run. Barry Breeze at $9, beating Zing, and then, well, had a few excuses last start. And out to Trajection at $10. Not her best last couple of races. And then Straub at $10. And that is a horse that needs to convince us here on Key Factors, doesn't it, Mike?
Just not finding the line. We'll see the replay in a second, see what we think of her. But Zing, great horse, big striding horse, quite athletic. Big upside over a distance. But she stays at the same distance on Saturday. She led this day, she got control. She was simply too strong. Her stablemate just got out sprinted and finished on late in the red and yellow striped cap. She deserved to win on her ratings and her odds, and this is definitely harder on Saturday.
OK, and this horse, it was hard ridden a long way out, wasn't it?
Well, it's just not a horse that pings or sprints. She's got a massive surge. She's very strong. But I'd rather see her 1,800 metres plus on Saturday.
OK, interesting. Well, there's a look at the favourite. Let's have a look now at a race where, well, plenty of these come through. Dame Kiri, Straub, Vinciano, Helga and Barry Breeze here. Mike, who can we signal out of this race?
Well, I think it's one of the things to flag is it's a strong tempo. So the leaders went very hard. Vitesse the last 2 starts for some reason, or 3 starts, has gone very hard. She ties here again. The ones to the outside, Dame Kiri and Straub, I think they had their chance. They're probably in the right spot. In Vinciano on pace race keenly. Back to a firm track's a plus for her. And Barry Breeze, red cap, Kathy O'Hara out the back. She had no luck.
Oh, that was the one I was just looking at in that replay, Mike. Okay, so we've got plenty that we needed to look at there. We had a look. We found that, well, there is an unlucky runner there.
Yep.
Let's see where we're going to go here. Race number 9 with all the form. We know Zing's back in winning form, but Barry Breeze, well, we saw that didn't have much luck.
Well, she's unlucky. You don't know what she would have done, but 2 starts ago she did beat Zing, so light them both up.
Okay, so Barry Breeze ahead of Zing here. Magella, any old odds also right there, Mike. Key Factors time, track distance conditions here.
A lot of gold, but not the one from Canterbury.
Oh, wow. It's gold across the page, except for Strange Charm there. And, of course, the speed map here. You've mentioned it a few times.
Where's the red bar, Stu? Zing needs to go backwards here, but we can't make her go backwards.
All right, we'll just put your little fishing line out and reel it backwards there, mate. Zing.
Push it left on your screen.
It's there with Barry Breeze. Magella is still right there, so it's holding up at a bit of value here. And Progression.
Yeah, Annabelle Neesham's got Salika. She's going along nicely, like the tick over trial, and guys can improve second up for Waller with James Mack on. Okay, so some gold there for the ones out. Some ones outside the market there, but Zing, well, it's been there from the start. Barry Breeze has been there, but you would have liked Zing to go back a little bit on one of those key factors, Mike. But they're right there. Okay, so later in the day, you're saying the track's going to be, well, hopefully it's playing well by this time. We'll see. I think the big one there was the speed map, wasn't it? That's what we need to look at here. That's going to be our focus for race 9 as we have a look at everything here, Mike. So Zing, I reckon you've put a few queries on this favourite. Barry Breeze has had some positives. And who's this? Vinciano. Ping straight to the top of the pops from off the page in Vinciano. Look, she's a rock-hard dry tracker. Imagine being at Randwick on Saturday. It's sweltering heat. It's a concrete track. You're looking for leaders at the end of the day. Just get on now, Thursday, $26. Barry Breezing, they're both going to go well, but Barry Breeze is better odds, and it's a very open race. Salika, Magella. Magella's finding the line so well for Matty Smith. Such a genuine mare, but Barry Breeze at big odds, and then Vinciano at bigger odds each way on pace.
Yeah, all right, so track watchers, keep an eye out there, but Barry Breeze and in Vinciano there, race number 9, which leaves us with the lucky last, late in the day, race number 10, over the mile. Benchmark 88 to finish off the day. And, well, we've got a shorty engaged here, all-time legend. It's just gone bang, its last 2 starts. Nice and short here to end the day. We'll see whether quaddie players are going to be going short or long here. We've got Snowfire on the second line, $5.50. Last 2 wins in the soft and heavy, so interesting to see its profile back to a dry track. Betcha Flying, well, it was such a deserved win last start for this horse. It has had a great preparation, breaking through for that win. Brutality on the next line at $10, another that looks to have come back well. And Matawi, another one off a freshen that obviously had a breakthrough win prior to Christmas there, Mike. But all-time legend, we've got a shorty in the last.
Yeah, we do. And you know I'm losing on the punt just in 2021, Stu. In this replay, did not help because I bet heavily against this favourite. And he found the right spot first up and he was dominant. And then, God bless him, he found the perfect spot second up at very, very short odds. Led, kicked, won. How good is he? I just don't know. He's obviously got upside. It was a steady tempo, so it's hard for him to kick away too far from the field. He was strong. McCormack gets a big, big weight turner on Saturday. But maybe the rock hard track's a slight risk for him.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've probably just said it. That's an interesting key factor, isn't it? We know it's going to have the progression.
Yeah, well, we don't know. Back to a dry track, third up. He's pretty fit in the yard, first and second up. Not sure.
All right, let's have a look now at our candidate. And we're going back a full 12 months here, Mike. Why? Well, it only had this one start and it's been out for a very, very lengthy spell. And this was the day, of course, we all found out about Mugatu.
Yeah, I had to find a random replay and I struggled in this race because there's a lot of recent form, but not much interesting to go back. But this horse is gelded. Very, very reliable. Strong record first up. Placed 3 from 4 first up and won once as well. Lays in a bit here, so maybe he's straighter now that he's gelded. He's so reliable, he's so classy, he can do something on Saturday at big odds.
Definitely got a class edge there, so interesting to see how that horse looks in the yard and how it's come back for race number 10, because that's where we're heading now with all the form and the analysis here for the last. As you said, it's been a long, hot day out there at Randwick. The punters, they just want a winner in the last.
And beware, the bookies are ready for us in this race. Look at that form, light them all up. All-time legend. I just couldn't put him that far ahead at the weights.
OK, well, some of the favourite backers would have wanted to have seen more gold there, Mike. Can it get it for track distance and conditions?
Most OK. Brutality, Firm, Dex a risk. Cisco Bay a risk. Soldier of Love a risk. And McCormack a risk, like we said. OK, but all three favourites edging across here. What about the speed map? In hindsight, All-Time Legend had a big kick of a speed map 2 starts ago, a big kick of a speed map last start. And he just might get it on Saturday. Snowfire should come across and lead and be hard to run down. OK, so look, by all this, Mike, you're not saying that All-Time Legend's going backwards at all, and I can't see it doing that for progression either. No, there's such strong horses. Snowfire leading, All-Time Legend box seat. We have to give him some progression, but I'm just not sure how much. OK, so they have finished in market order here. All-Time Legend, a length from Snowfire, a length from Betcha Flying. But the question remains, Mike, the bookies, well, the market says they've got it right here, Mike, but can you play into those sort of odds? I don't think by the sound of your voice we're going to be doing that. So where is the value here in the last? The quaddie players, what are they going to be doing? Are they going to be putting this one in? Are they going to be putting a whole bunch? That's what we're here to try and help them do, Mike. Snowfire's there. That was a good win last start. Betcha Flying. Well, it's just so reliable. Can reliable horses get the All-Time Legend here? Let's do that. Let's just pick out the quaddie numbers here, Stu, because it's a hard race to bet in. All-Time Legend, 240. I don't think so, unless it's on pace inside, maybe. Snowfire, definitely in the quad each way. But Betcha Flying can do something. Matt's 1 out, 1 back. Brutality, probably not. Cisco Bay, probably not. McCormack, Matawi can do something. And the 2 roughies I do like, definitely put them in your quaddie. Our candidate first up, an Oakfield Missile at odds. Looking at the bets, out of those top 2, I've just got to go for Snowfire. I've potted All-Time Legend a couple of times. He's just too short for me, so Snowfire's the best bet for us. And out of those roughies, Oakfield Missile back to a dry track can improve as well. All
right, any odds there, but it's Snowfire off the wet and back to the good for us there in the last. And stick around after the break, plenty more coming your way, all the other best bets, and of course the $100 hot seat looking to go further in 2021. We are wrapping things up here on key factors for the card of racing at Royal Randwick this weekend under hot, dry, sunny conditions. It's going to be great out there. All the public back on track as well. Now, Mike, we've had a look at 5 races, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means the punters that are getting there early, mate, they need some help.
Yes, and I said the bookies might have it right on Saturday. And looking at these tips, Stu, they're a little bit tight earlier. Shima, very good 2-year-old, drawn wide. I think that'll be okay with the scratchings. Arcadeau's so tough. Never worse than second. The 1st of May from the inside barrier, 550. The Face, I think he's well found, but he's the hardest to beat. Rule of Law, he's such a genuine horse, can improve this prep. New arrangement, I think at $4 with James Mack on. St Covert Spirit, the each-way player of the day. She was last time and she got out bobbed for 3rd. Chat, very good at 424 now, I think. Bowery Breeze each way as well. And Snowfire, What about each way play too?
Mate, this show is usually all about value, and I cannot see anything there at double figures.
Not big odds, but there might still be value.
All right, $100 hot seat. That is where we do find value. Now, sometimes you go wide, sometimes you just nail down on a few here, Mike. But through those key factors, I saw a few that bobbed up at some decent odds.
Yes.
So put them in.
But the confidence was low at the start of the show, and we have been scrapping for value. I've had 19 drafts of this $100 hot seat, and I've ended up with
I bet you have.
bundle bets, Stu, and a place all
Oh,
up.
we haven't done that for a while.
Oh, geez, this is not the way a proper punter should be punting. New arrangement, a place. Sid Covert Spirit, a place at 4:30. Both reliable types that map well. I think they both finished top 3. Then the bundle bets. Order again, Passage of Time and Chat to beat Bandersnatch. Salika, Invinciano, Magella, and Barry Breeze to beat Zing. One of them win, we're even. 3 of them win, we're flying.
2 bundle bets on the $100 hot seat.
You can't even talk, you're so shocked.
Never before will we see that, or never before have we seen it on key factors. I highly doubt we'll be doing it again. But those place all ups, we know we don't mind those.
We probably shouldn't do them as much, though, to be honest.
All right, well, there's the $100 hot seat. Hope that can fill your pockets this Saturday. To everyone that's heading out there, good luck on the punt, and head to theраceguide.com.au for all your feature profiling this weekend at Royal Randwick.
Good luck on Saturday.